Hello, I'm Bishop Garland Hunt, and this is the Power of Hope devotional. Hey, welcome. It's good to see you again, and I'm just glad so much to be able to talk to you about what I believe is a critical area tonight. And this time, even as I'm preparing for this, I just want to talk to you about what do you think about the road ahead. I've been really burdened about what is ahead of us as a church, as a nation, and that's why I actually wrote this book, Christ in a Nation, is because I really am concerned about what a Christian perspective should be on things related to our future. And not just the crisis that we're facing, but what is to come. Hey, do you ever remember being on an airplane and the pilot gives instructions, and I hate to hear this, but the instructions about turbulence ahead? He said that they've been radioed that there are air pockets that are coming out in the future, and they just want to warn you to know that you want to keep your seatbelts on, and actually the flight attendants may have to stop their service because there's going to be turbulence ahead. And what he was trying to do actually was warn you. He was going to warn you that, hey, it's going to get a little turbulent. Getting a little turbulent. I don't really like it. I can remember one time it was great. Turbulence was so bad. I just started praying. I mean, the plane was dropping. We were going to Washington D.C. and it was just the plane was dropping and dropping. And man, I tell you what, I didn't know if we were going to make it that time. But God was so faithful. He was so faithful. He kept us. But the point I'm making is that when you up in the air, like 30,000 feet in the air, you're going to be concerned about whether or not you're about to crash. You don't know what's going to take place. So even if you know turbulence is coming, it does at least allow you to brace yourself a little when they say turbulence is ahead by the pilot. Well, I want to just tell you that there's turbulence ahead as a nation. That's right. We have turbulence ahead. Things are not getting better. Things are actually about to get worse. In many, many cases, particularly if you believe in biblical values, if you believe in Christian values, there's no doubt about it, things are going to get worse. And why am I saying that? I don't want to prophesy doom, but I'm just telling you right now it's very true. So actually, let me look at this scripture here, and I'm going to take my time over the next couple of devotionals just to tell you about it. And actually, it's in my book. By the way, you can get this book here on Amazon, Christ in the Nations, A Christian Response. You can get it there at Barnes & Nobles if you prefer there. Again, Crisis in America, A Christian Response. Or you can actually email to come to my site, crisisinamerica.us, and I'll send you an autographed copy. If you like, actually, it's a little less even if you go to my website and buy it from me. So, but this is the point. In my chapter, I believe that's chapter 5, I begin to talk about Ezekiel chapter 33. And this is where you take your post. But in it, it explains how that if countries getting aggressive against another country, and particularly if it's Israel, then somebody is chosen to be a watchman. The watchman will take his post and he'll look out. He's going to look out and he's going to look to see when the enemy is coming. And when the enemy comes, his responsibility is to sound the alarm. So he's going to blow the trumpet and he's going to let everybody know that the enemy is on his way. And then everybody can prepare themselves for the enemy's attack. So it's very, very important because if you don't and they're slumber, they're sleeping, the enemy comes in, they could all die unless they're warned. And I just want to let you know that just like that pilot is saying that there's turbulence ahead, we as a Christian community have a responsibility to our nation to man our posts. And actually, if I look at Ezekiel chapter 33, I actually give a lot of scripture in this book here, so I really do enjoy going through it myself. I can. I'm enjoying it myself. I think you would enjoy it also. But this particular one says, trade the expectation of popularity for a role of a watchman. By the way, the role of a watchman is not a very popular position because it will seem as though you're prophesying doom. But you're really just preparing people for what's ahead. That's all. But anyway, it says, Son of man, I've made you a watchman for the people of Israel. So hear the word I speak and give warning from me. See, he's requiring us to give a warning. He is. It says, and when I say to the wicked, you wicked person, you shall surely die, and you don't speak out to dissuade them from their ways, that wicked person will die for their sin, and I will hold you accountable for their blood. Whoa. So he starts off challenging us. You know, my time's gone already. You have to see these devotionals right behind another. I'll pick it up. They can live on their own, but so you got to see it. But let me just say this. The Lord holds us personally responsible for warning the world and warning the church that there's turbulence ahead. This is Bishop Garland Hunt. This is the Power of Hope devotional. I can't wait to continue this next time.